Right then, you lot. Forget your boring Ford Fiestas and your tedious Toyota Corollas. Today we're talking about proper machines. The sort that make your granny spit out her Werther's originals in a mixture of shock and awe. We're on a quest to uncover the most bizarre, the most outrageous, the most downright unbelievable vehicles ever conceived by humankind. These aren't your run-of-the-mill motors. Oh no, these are the contraptions that defy logic, physics, and probably good taste. But who cares about good taste when you can have a car that doubles as a submarine? Buckle up, because this is going to be a bumpy ride. Now, some of you might think a car that can swim is a newfangled idea, something dreamt up by Elon Musk after a heavy night on the sherry, but you'd be wrong, oh so wrong. Amphibious vehicles have been around for donkey's years, longer than Hammond's been rambling on about his morning. But unlike Hammond's precious classic, these things can actually handle a bit of water. We've all seen those James Bond films where his car sprouts fins and dives into the sea. Pure fantasy, not anymore. These days you can have your Aston Martin and swim in it too. Imagine you're cruising down the motorway, stuck behind some bloke in a caravan, when suddenly, BAM! The road ends, and in front of you lies a shimmering expanse of water. Do you panic? Do you turn around and go home? No, you do not. You engage amphibious mode, laugh in the face of that caravan dweller, and glide gracefully into the water. Of course, there are some downsides. For starters, don't expect to win any beauty contests in one of these things. They're about as aerodynamic as a brick and about as elegant as a hippo in a tutu. And don't even think about taking it for a high-speed joyride on the open ocean. You'll be about as seaworthy as a rubber duck in a hurricane. And this is a big, but when the apocalypse hits and the world is flooded, we'll be laughing, right? Not the caravan man, that's for sure. He'll be the one using an empty Pringles tube as a snorkel. You, on the other hand, will be king of the watery wasteland, cruising along in your amphibious palace, sipping a martini, or more likely a lukewarm cup of instant coffee. Now, I like speed, I like it a lot, but even I have to admit, a jet-powered motorcycle is pushing things a bit. It's the sort of thing you'd expect to see in a Mad Max film, ridden by a man with more leather than skin and a severe lack of common sense. But that's the beauty of it, isn't it? It's completely and utterly bonkers. Forget your Harley-Davidsons, your Ducatis, your Triumphs. This, my friends, is a whole different beast. This is a machine designed for one thing and one thing only, going ridiculously, ludicrously, mind-bendingly fast. We're talking speeds that would make a cheetah weep, speeds that would make a fighter jet pilot break out in a cold sweat. Of course, riding one of these things is about as sensible as challenging a grizzly bear to a thumb war. One slight miscalculation, one sneeze at the wrong moment, and you'll be scraping your teeth off the tarmac for a week. But let's be honest, who among us hasn't dreamed of feeling the raw power of a jet engine between our legs? It's the ultimate expression of freedom, of rebellion, of sheer, unadulterated lunacy. Just imagine, you're at a set of traffic lights, minding your own business, when suddenly a jet-powered motorcycle pulls up beside you. The rider, clad in leather and a devil-may-care grin, revs the engine. The sound is deafening, like 1,000 angry wasps trapped in a biscuit tin. The lights turn green, and with a roar that shakes the very foundations of the earth, he's gone. You catch a fleeting glimpse of fire, a blur of speed, and then silence. He's gone, vanished into the horizon, leaving you standing there with your mouth agape, wondering what the hell just happened. That, my friends, is the magic of the jet-powered motorcycle. Chapter 3, Fueling the Future, the solar-powered car. Alright, I'll admit it, I have a soft spot for gas-guzzling supercars, but even I have to concede the future might be a little bit, well, greener. And when it comes to green motoring, nothing screams eco-warrior quite like a solar-powered car. Now, I know what you're thinking. Solar-powered cars are about as exciting as watching paint dry. They're slow, they're impractical, and they look like something a toddler designed out of Lego. And you're not entirely wrong, but, and it pains me to say this, they're getting better. A lot better. These days, solar-powered cars are sleek, they're stylish, and they can give a petrol head a run for their money. Okay, maybe not a run for their money, but a brisk walk at least. The technology has come on leaps and bounds, and some of these things can go for miles without needing a single drop of fossil fuel. Imagine you could drive from Land's End to John O'Groats without having to listen to Hammond complain about needing a wee. It'd be a miracle. Of course, there are still some drawbacks. For starters, they don't exactly thrive in the British climate. You try relying on solar power when it's raining sideways and the sun's hiding behind a cloud thicker than May's metaphors. And don't even get me started on what happens when you run out of juice in the middle of nowhere. You'll be stuck there, relying on the kindness of strangers to jumpstart your eco-wagon. But hey, at least you'll have a clear conscience, right? And you can feel smugly superior to all the gas guzzlers out there, slowly destroying the planet one exhaust fume at a time. So there you have it, a glimpse into the bizarre and brilliant world of unconventional vehicles. From amphibious cars that laugh in the face of traffic jams, to jet-powered motorcycles that'd make even the bravest soul think twice, we've seen it all. Sure, some of them might be a bit out there, a bit wacky, a bit, well, let's just say not for the faint of heart. But aren't those the best kind of machines, the ones that push the boundaries, defy expectations, and make you question everything you thought you knew about what's possible? I, for one, am utterly captivated by these mechanical marvels. They're a testament to human ingenuity, a reminder that we're capable of creating the extraordinary, even if it is a tad bonkers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm off to see if I can find myself a jet-powered unicycle.